The world is changing. Sometimes it changes quickly. Sometimes it changes quietly. Leaders talk on the news. Their voices sound calm, but inside, they are worried. They have big decisions to make. These decisions are not easy. Some choices can change everything. In one part of the world, there is a war. It started in Ukraine. But now, many countries are watching. They want to know what will happen next. Some countries send help. Some countries stay silent. Some people are afraid. Some people are hopeful. This war is not just about land. It is also about power and about who will lead the future. In Washington, D.C., the President of the United States sits in his office. He is tired. On his desk, there are papers and reports. They talk about money, energy, and war. The president looks at them. He closes his eyes for a moment. "Are we still strong enough?" he asks. Nobody answers. The room is quiet. In Moscow, a mother looks at her son. He is packing his bag. He is a soldier. He must go to the battlefield. She touches his arm. "Will you be safe?" she asks. But he does not answer. He is not sure. He just gives her a small smile. Then he leaves. In the South China Sea, a fisherman pulls his net from the water. He works hard to feed his family, but today the fish are few. He looks up. In the sky there is a drone. It watches him. He wonders, is it from China or from the United States? He does not know, but he feels something new. The sea is no longer quiet. The sea no longer feels like his own. All around the world, things are changing. But not all changes are bad. Some changes are full of hope. In Kenya, there is a girl named Amina. She is 15 years old. She lives in a small village. Her family does not have much. But she has a phone. It is old, but it works. She teaches herself how to code. She wants to make an app to help farmers. She studies English every night. She says, "Maybe one day I will study in another country, but today I will learn one more thing." In Argentina, a teacher named Mateo prints news stories from around the world. He gives them to his students. He helps them learn English through real stories. One student reads about the war and says, "The world feels scary." Mateo nods and says, "Yes, sometimes it is. But you are strong, and when you speak, the world will hear you." In Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, a boy draws a picture. The buildings in his picture are tall and beautiful, but outside his window, the real buildings are broken. His mother asks, "Why do you draw them like that?" The boy says, "Because one day the city will look like this again." This is the world today. A world with war, a world with worry, but also a world with strength. A world with people who dream. A world with people who do not give up. Everywhere, people are living their stories. Some are sad, some are full of hope, but all of them are real. These people are not presidents or generals. They are students, mothers, teachers, and workers. And their lives are just as important. When you learn English, you are not just learning words. You are opening a door. You are starting a journey. You can understand the news. You can talk to people from other countries. You can share your story. And your story matters. So yes, the world is changing, but you are changing too. You are learning. You are growing. And maybe one day your voice will help the world become a better place. The world is big. The problems are many. But never forget, hope also lives here. In you. In me. In all of us. And as long as we keep learning, we are part of the change. A good change. Not all battles use guns. Some battles are silent. These battles do not happen in the sky or on the ground. They happen in the air, on screens, in phones, and in minds. These battles are about information, about truth, about trust. Today, people share news quickly. On social media, one picture can reach millions in seconds. Sometimes the news is real, but sometimes it is fake. It looks real, it sounds real, but it is made by a computer. It is created by something called artificial intelligence, or AI. This kind of technology can copy a face. It can copy a voice. It can make a fake video of a leader saying things he never said. Many people see these fake videos. Some become angry. Some become afraid. But they do not know it is a lie. And when lies spread, people fight. People stop trusting each other. That is the new battlefield. In London, there is a girl named Zoe. She is 17 years old. She writes a blog. In her blog, she talks about peace. She tells stories about kind people. One day she writes about a refugee family. She writes with love. But the next morning, her blog is gone. Her computer was attacked. A virus deleted her stories. She cries. But she does not stop. The next day, she opens a notebook and begins writing again. She says, "I can lose a computer, but I won't lose my voice." Far away in Tokyo, a boy named Kaito wants to be a journalist. He is shy. He does not speak much in class, but he loves stories. He wants people to know the truth. In school, his friends laugh at him. "Nobody trusts the news," they say. "Why try?" But Kaito does not give up. He starts a small podcast. In his podcast, he interviews local people, a baker, a taxi driver, a grandmother. He asks about their lives. People listen. He tells real stories, they say. He listens. In Canada, 5 teenagers meet online. They are from different countries. One is from Mexico. One is from Egypt. One is from India. One is from France. One is from South Korea. They all speak English, not perfectly, but enough to understand. They talk about music, about climate change, about school. At first they are shy, but then they laugh together. They teach each other new words. They learn new ideas. One says, "I never thought I could have a friend in Pakistan." Another says, "I never thought someone in America would listen to me." They become close. They build trust, even across borders. This is power too. Not the power of soldiers, but the power of connection. The power of listening. The power of speaking truth. In many countries, people are scared. They do not know what is true or false. They stop talking. They stop reading. They stop learning. But that is what fear wants. Fear wants silence. But you, as a learner, have a special gift. You are learning English. That means you are learning to speak to the world. You are learning to ask questions. You are learning to think for yourself. When you learn English, you do more than memorize words. You open your heart. You hear the voices of people far away. You read their stories. You share your own. Zoe's blog was erased, but her hope was not. Kaito was quiet, but now he speaks to many. 5 strangers from 5 countries became friends because they all tried. They all listened. The world is full of noise, but your voice can bring clarity. The world is full of lies, but your truth can light the way. So remember this. Even in quiet battles, your words are strong. Your ideas matter. And when you use your voice with honesty and kindness, you help the world become a better place. Learning English is not just about passing a test. It is about finding your voice in a noisy world. and using that voice to bring peace, not fear, truth, not lies, light, not darkness. And that is a power stronger than any weapon. Power is changing. A long time ago, power meant soldiers, tanks, and war. Later, power meant money, oil, and factories. But now, in today's world, a new kind of power is growing. It is quiet. It is peaceful. It is strong. It does not hurt. It builds. This new power comes from people, from their ideas, from their voices, from their dreams. It comes from students, workers, teachers, mothers, and young leaders. It comes from those who are learning, not those who are shouting. In India, there is a boy named Ravi. He lives in a small village. Sometimes the power goes out at night. There is no light. One day, Ravi says, "What if I can make electricity myself?" He finds old parts from a broken bicycle. He watches videos online. He learns English words like windmill, blades, and energy. After many tries, Ravi builds a small windmill. It brings light to his school. His friends can read again at night. Ravi smiles and says, "We don't have to wait. We can build it." In Nigeria, there is a young man named Tunde. He studies space science. He learns how to write computer code. One day, he sends his first program to a space agency. They use it. Tunde feels proud. Later, he visits a small school and tells the students, "The sky belongs to you too. You can work with the stars." The students clap. One girl says, "I want to be like you." In Chicago, a mother reads a story to her daughter. It is not a story about a queen or a castle. It is a story about courage. The mother says, "The world is changing, but you are changing too. You are learning something new every day. That is your superpower." The daughter nods and smiles. "One day," she says, "I will help others too." In Cambodia, many students meet in a special classroom. They are from different families, different religions, different languages, but they all want to learn. Their teacher gives them a project. "Build a robot that waters plants," she says. The students look nervous. "We don't know how," one says. The teacher smiles. "You will learn." They begin. Some read books, some search online, some draw plans. They learn English words like wire, sensor, code, and program. At first, their robot doesn't work, but they do not stop. They fix it, try again, and finally, it moves. Water falls from the robot. The plants drink. The students cheer. This is power too. The power of teamwork. The power of never giving up. The power of learning something new, even when it feels hard. Today, many people think power only comes from big things, money, weapons, leaders, but that is not true. Power can also come from one student reading a book, from one child learning English, from one group of friends working together, from one simple act of kindness. You, the person reading this, also have power. You are learning a new language. That means you are opening your mind. You are opening your heart. You are making space for new ideas. You are ready to listen to others. You are ready to share your voice. Every time you learn a new word, you grow stronger. Every time you speak to someone in English, you build a bridge. And every time you choose to keep learning, you are choosing a better future for yourself and for the world. Maybe one day you will help bring clean energy to a village, or you will write code for a space program, or teach children, or start a business, or write a story that inspires someone far away. No one knows what the future will be, but one thing is clear. It will not be decided only by presidents or armies. It will be shaped by people like you, people who are brave enough to learn, kind enough to listen, strong enough to believe in something better. So do not stop. Keep learning, keep dreaming, because your voice matters, your story matters, and your future is part of a new kind of power the world has never seen before. You have now heard a story about a world that is changing. In this story, we met people from many places: India, Nigeria, London, Chicago, Cambodia, and more. These people were not famous. They were not rich or powerful in the old way, but they were strong in a new way. Ravi built a windmill. He used what he had and learned new things. He did not wait for someone to help. He created a solution. Zoe lost her blog, but she did not give up. She wrote again. She believed in peace and kept going. Kaito wanted to share the truth. People laughed at him, but he spoke anyway. His voice made others feel heard. Tunde reached the stars with his code. And then he came back to teach the children in his town. Each person did something small, but those small things became powerful. They did not fight with anger. They built with hope. They did not wait for the future. They made the future, one action at a time. So what can we learn from this story? The lesson is simple but strong. You don't need to be rich, famous, or perfect to make a difference. You only need to keep learning, keep trying, and keep believing. In your life, you may feel small. You may feel like the world has too many problems. But remember, small actions matter. A kind word, a new idea, a skill you practice. All of these can change your life and help others too. And by learning English, you are opening the door to more ideas, more voices, and more opportunities. You are not just learning a language. You are building a bridge to the world. So, congratulations. If you listened or read this far, you have improved your listening and understanding skills. You have learned new words and new ways to think about the world. Now here's a little quiz for you. Which character built a windmill to bring light to his school? A. Kaito. B. Ravi. Comment your answer below, A or B. If you liked this story and want more, please subscribe to our channel to support us. It gives us the strength to keep making these stories for you. And if you want to support us more, please consider donating. In the beginning, it's not easy to make good content. We do this for free to help you learn English. Your help means a lot. Thank you for listening. Thank you for learning. And most of all, thank you for believing.